So if you're anything like me, then you probably struggle with just one thing, and that is being consistent, right? You know what you probably got to do, and maybe you've done it in the past. In fact, maybe in the past you also were inconsistent, but you were still able to accomplish the goals, but this time just feels much harder to do it. I want to share with you a method that you can really quickly use to start smashing goals week after week and build some serious momentum. And this method is setting goals on YouTube, and then in another video showcasing that you did complete that goal. This method utilizes something called gamification. And if you're in any kind of business in 2024, you've probably heard of gamification, right? Because what it does is it sets accomplishing goals as a challenge, right? A challenge. After you complete a challenge, you get a reward. In this scenario, the reward is that, well, you have a streak of set goals and accomplished goals on YouTube. You have the most on YouTube like that. You can say, hey, on YouTube right now, I got the greatest ratio of goals to accomplish on YouTube. What does that mean? Well, you know what I mean, right? That's the whole point of this method. Now, today's date is 7th of May. Today's date is 7th of May. It's 3:11 p.m. It's very important that you, in the first video, you show the date and the time, because you're truly going to set that goal in real time. Now, the goal I'm going to work on, okay, is this goal I've been holding for the last month, and I'm not kidding. A month ago was when I was supposed to actually do this thing. And I kept procrastinating, not even procrastinating like I'll do it tomorrow, but there was always something that felt more important than doing this. A month later, today, I'm like, those things were really not that important. Honestly, if I had done this, I would have been happier than doing those other things, whatever they were, right? So the goal is actually it's to write my business analysis exam, as well as my Scrum Master exam. If you don't know, these are some technical certificates. I've been pushing them for a long time now, right? Anyway, my goal is that today's the 7th. On the 12th, which will be Sunday 12th of May 2024, I'm going to pay for my ECBA exam, which is a business analysis exam, and the CSM exam. These exams cost $800. Maybe that's another reason why I've been delaying it so much, right? I'm gonna pay for these by that 12th. I don't care how I gotta pay it. I don't care what I have to push aside to pay it. And then before I work to get those ones paid, I just have to pay it by then. And I'm gonna post a video that I did do it. And on that video as well, I will set another goal. If you can put two and two together, you can see how powerful this method is. Not only are you creating evidence of your diligence as a person that you can showcase to employers, showcase to potential business partners, showcase to people, right? You're also building some media, right? You're building media of yourself online, showing that you do these things. I can give you a quick analogy and it just like wraps it up well. Soulja Boy is always saying, I did this first, I did that first, I did this first, right? And then boom, you just see on freaking rap that they just found some evidence of Soulja actually doing what he said, and you're like, holy shit, Soulja did do that. Soulja did make that lyric that Drake stole. No shots at Drake, but I mean, it's the truth, right? Another one, Cat Williams, right? A few months ago, he was blowing up because he was on that Club Shay Shay interview, and he was one of the first people to actually even talk about Diddy in 2024. And then he mentioned something like, if Diddy says he wants to party with you, you got to tell him no. Boom, 2 months later, this whole Diddy stuff blows up. But he foreshadowed it, right? Now everyone is like, if Cat Williams says something, you gotta believe it's true. All of a sudden, you just become credible as a person. Your word becomes law. Very important, especially if you're a man. So this method, I'm sure and I hope you can see the value in it. And if you really want to start building that momentum, stop playing around. You really want to start aiming and start being that man that you know you're called to be. Okay, you have those desires to be that strong, effective, okay, cold, calculated. I'm being extra, but just be that freaking man. Be the man. I think this way is a very powerful way to get there. Okay, So I hope this gave you some value. If you did get anything from it whatsoever, any kind of inspiration, please feel free to leave in the comments. It was a pleasure, and you have yourself a good one. Goodbye.